Hi everyone, I'm so excited to share with you the launch of my newest project, Tong Lao Book and Toy. This is an independently published product that features a Tong Lao, which was a typical tenement building in 1960s to 80s Hong Kong. It assembles into an interactive 3D playhouse showcasing a Tong Lao's distinct mix of residential units and ground-level shops woven together as a tight-knit community. I really wanted to introduce historic and cultural education to kids and adults alike in a more engaging manner, which encourages hands-on play and interactive storytelling. There are 8 panels of highly detailed scenes and die-cut windows throughout. The unfolded size stretches to 1 meter long and 35 centimeters tall. It has a durable gloss finish and is laminated on thick board. There are also 6 additional characters to play with. The Tong Lao follows my previous art book, Hong Kong Travelogue, which was a collection of nostalgic streetscapes. It continues on the same themes but brings them to life in the form of play. So let's take a short look at how it was made. At the beginning of the year, I started concept development. Once I mapped out the basic structure and windows, I continued on to sketching out the scenes. One point of consideration was to define interiors and exteriors and where you could look into a space. I wanted to design as much variation as possible, so some scenes actually span 2 floors. With all the planning complete, I moved on to painting. None of the places depicted directly reference anywhere, but I definitely drew inspiration from just observing the city and my own memories of Hong Kong. I think for Hong Kong, there is a sort of collective consciousness of what a Tong Lao building is. Small everyday features such as tin mailboxes, tile flooring, and metal shutters on the shop fronts. These elements really give a sense of placemaking and culture. It definitely took a long time to draw, but I love expressing all the small details, and I hope you will get lost in it as much as I have. After completing the paintings, I then scanned each one and touched it up digitally on the iPad. I created the file required for manufacturing in Illustrator, indicating the fold lines and die cuts. I made more mock-ups to test the windows and overall feeling of the product. I was super excited to receive the first sample from the printer too. Then the final adjustments were made, such as designing the packaging sleeve. One thing that was important to me was durability, so I modified the folds to have an additional segment to handle folds better. The material is thick and feels good to hold. The gloss laminated texture gives the product a bit of waterproofing as well. And here is the finished product. The Tong Lao offers many different environments to explore, such as a tailor shop, a cha chan tang, and a bakery to name a few. You may have noticed little dialogue between the characters sprinkled throughout. It's a mixture of fun facts, acts of kindness, and questions aimed at a range of ages. There's counting and vocabulary questions for younger kids and reflective questions for older audiences. The Tong Lao is meant to be enjoyed and played with, but also as a tool for communication. It invites the user to get immersed, share stories, and think about their own neighborhood. Imagination and roleplay are such powerful ways to dive deeply into stories, and as a gateway for sharing memories across generations. The Tonglao is an iconic piece of architectural history and a symbol of nostalgia and togetherness. I have carefully tried to integrate these themes into the small details and the character dialogue throughout, and I hope you'll have fun discovering those moments. Thank you so much for your continued support for independent creators, and I've been so blessed to receive kind words and heartwarming stories for my artwork. If you're interested in purchasing Tonglao, the list of available shops are in the description. I look forward to sharing even more projects with you in the future. Bye!